Doctor's prescription are also available at Hicksonbaugh's. Call 724-437-2828. Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
Do you have a job around the house that you just aren't sure how to tackle? Then it's time to call Fulham's Full Service, your Best in Fayette Gold Medal winner for professional maintenance and handyman. Fully licensed and insured, owner Cody Fulham does it all, from home renovations and repairs to landscaping and auto detailing. Needless to say, he's ready to help you. Call Fulham's today at 724-466-4194 and follow them on Facebook to learn more about their projects and the work they can do for you.
Your local station, WMVS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host on this beautiful, glorious summer afternoon. I hope you're able to enjoy it. We're going to have open conversation today, 724-438-4593. What's on Your Mind is brought to you by Tireman's Auto Garage, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, and Bright Stripe, Seal Coating and Line Striping. All righty, a couple things on my list here today that we can chat about or give me your comments on. President Trump announced earlier today that the United States has reached a trade agreement with the European Union. The European Union consists of 27 countries in Europe. Basically, what it boils down to is just a 15% tariff across the board. That's everything, automobiles as well. In return, Europe is going to open up their countries to our products more. So we're going to be able to have an easier time selling our automobiles to Europe. Before, there's always been kind of a quota, really, if it was even that, just a whole lot of stipulations for a Chevy or a Ford to be sold over in Europe. They've also agreed to purchase $150 billion worth of U.S. energy and another $600 billion in investments. So that was announced earlier today. In another trade thing, President Trump says things are moving well, looks like in the right direction with China, and there may be something in the works there. There is an August 12th deadline that President Trump instituted to try and get a deal done. If nothing's done, just big tariffs again against China. But part of the talks right now, they're going well, is there might be, because they're going well, and even if we don't have a deal by August 12th, there may be a 90-day extension on President Trump's deadline. So we'll see what happens on that. Also, well, I guess this is kind of trade related. Might remember back in the mid-July, earlier this month, President Trump set a 50-day time limit for Russian President Vladimir Putin to come to the table and sign a peace deal with Ukraine. President Trump's not waiting. Russia launched a major drone attack on Ukraine yesterday. So he's announced that he is basically having that deadline in half. So he's given him a 10 to 12 day deadline now. At which point, if Russia has not come to the table and signed a deal, the president is going to put into effect a whole bunch of sanctions targeting Russia on that. So we can chat about what those sanctions may be. The Federal Reserve Bank is to meet later this week talking about interest rates. President Trump has been blasting them lately for, especially Jerome Powell, the chair, for not lowering interest rates a lot sooner. And there's still question as to whether they will even lower rates this time around. President Trump says everybody else is lowered. Europe has lowered. We have not. Economy's doing great right now. You lower the rates, and it's going to really take off, he says. And he's pushing and pushing and pushing for those rates to be lowered. All right, here's some fun little things. April of last year, 2024, a law went into effect in California that made the minimum wage in the fast food industry $20. So you go work for McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, a bunch of other fast food restaurants. You were going to have a minimum wage of $20 an hour. That was up from $16 an hour. Well, a study that was recently released cites that since that took effect, over 18,000 jobs have been lost statewide in the fast food industry, or a drop of 3.2%. And others are taking that study as a warning sign to another minimum wage increase designed to go to airport workers and hotel workers in California. They're working on legislation that the minimum wage in those two industries, in the airport industry and in the hotel, minimum wage up to $30 an hour come 2028. So your thoughts on that? Let's see here. What else? So this is kind of interesting. The 2028 Summer Olympics are scheduled to take place in Los Angeles. The San Francisco Chronicle came out with an op-ed saying that LA should cancel the Olympics. Saying, because of it's an international thing, they're going to have to work with the lawless U.S. regime and the rights of violating security apparatus that the U.S. is. This is according to the San Francisco Chronicle. And that the Olympics will cause L.A. to be invaded by the National Guard and the FBI and ICE agents, all these federal lawless agencies that would invade LA. So therefore they should cancel the Olympics. And then a little north of there in Seattle, a group is they're trying to prevent the Navy Blue Angels That's their acrobatic flying team. From performing at the Seattle Air Show, which they have done for, 20, 30 years. But they're petitioning for the Blue Angels to not be there and to ban them from, because, well, they're just too loud. They're loud. And a woman in Seattle, by the way, is suing the Blue Angels because she said it caused distress for her dying pet kitty cat. So she's suing them. So I just thought I'd mention that to you. And then finally, we are well into this year's Fayette County Fair. So just wanted to remind you about that. I'll be out there Wednesday. I just spoke with Matt, and apparently it's a good chance Matt won't be with me out at the fair this year. I'm greatly disappointed. He says he may try and stop by. So, but I'll be out there, and Nick will be out there with me. So stop by at Fayette County Fair Wednesday for WMBS Day at the fair. It's also, I believe, Senior Citizen Day at the fair, too. So looking forward to seeing everybody out at the fair this year. So that's pretty much what's on my list. If there's something else you want to chat about, by all means, give me a buzz. Would love to hear from you. We could also, as always, as a possible topic, the Pittsburgh Pirates. Paul Skeens had a very nice outing the other day, so 2 wins in a row for him. I love it. It's the trade deadline is coming up. Who are the Pirates going to unload this time, right? So there's that. And, of course, NFL training camps are open across the country, including our own Pittsburgh Steelers up in Latrobe. They're off today, is my understanding. They'll start up again tomorrow and actually putting on the pads to do some hitting tomorrow. So there you go. We could chat about that. 724-438-4593. That is the number to dial into. Both lines are open, so give me a buzz. Would love to hear from you. All righty. So what else here you want to chat about? Again, I mentioned how beautiful the weather is. A little nicer than the last few days when it's been so very hot. It's warm today. Well, maybe a little more than warm, but it's certainly not hot like it has been, where just the outside too long. And, well, you know what? You don't even have to be outside too long. Just going outside and the sweat starts pouring off of you. That's how hot it's been. So it's nice to have it a little bit cooler today. Nice blue sky, white clouds out there. It is absolutely a fantastic day. So I hope you are able to enjoy the day. Okay, well, we're closing in on it's time for my first break of the afternoon. I might as well go ahead and do that. As I mentioned, both lines are open, no waiting. Give me a buzz, 724-438-4593.
Fayette County Fair, incredible fun for everyone. Cows and pigs to rides and games, motocross and monster trucks to see.
The Fayette County Fair is the place to be Monday. It's Nemacolin Day and Veterans Day. Gates open at 10 a.m. and veterans are honored with free admission until 2 p.m. with proper ID. Come early and enjoy the exhibits, your favorite fair foods, and pay only $17 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday's lineup has something for everyone. The carnival kicks into high gear at 3 p.m., spinning thrills until the fair closes. At 6 p.m., head to the EQT Arena to watch the judging of the 4-H Market Lambs. Then brace yourself for the heart-pounding Demolition Derby at 7 p.m. in the outdoor arena. Cap off your night with the sounds of Smith & Company, starting at 8:30. Ticket and schedule details at FayetteFair.com. The Fayette County Fair, July 24th through August 2nd.
Fayette County Fair, incredible fun for everyone.
For
professional cleaning services, Clean and Shine in New Stanton is the place for you. They provide commercial and residential cleaning, porter services, carpet cleaning, stripping and waxing, construction cleanups, and car cleaning. For free estimates, call 724-691-0413, email info@cleanandshine14.org, or visit their website, cleanandshine14.org. We clean so you can shine.
Concerned about your heart health? At WVU Medicine, we believe your heart deserves world-class care, close to home and always within reach. Our non-invasive cardiology team uses advanced tests like stress tests and cardiac MRI to diagnose and monitor heart conditions without surgery. Call 877-WVU, the number 4HRT, or visit wvumedicine.org/heart.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are the values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township for our families and our future. Paid for by the candidate.
Hi, this is State Representative Charity Grimm-Krupa. I'm proud to be from Fayette County and even prouder to support one of our greatest traditions because there's nothing more American than a summer evening at the Fayette County Fair. It's one of the best fairs in Pennsylvania where we celebrate our agricultural roots, hardworking farm families, and good old-fashioned fun. So eat the funnel cake, ride the Ferris wheel, and stop by the livestock barns. Say hello to the Fayette County Fair Queen. The Fayette County Fair. Proud, patriotic, and pure Pennsylvania. I'll see you there.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is open conversation, and both lines are open, so give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. So, here's a question for you. When do you consider a family a big family? So where this is coming from, was at a family funeral this weekend on my wife's side, and the deceased, Aunt Sarah, she had, I'm trying to remember here exactly, I think 7 kids, 6 or 7 kids. I'm not sure. And, so at one point in time, that was kind of the norm. And then it got to the point where if you had 4 kids, like my wife and I did, you were considered nuts, right? And now you're kind of lucky in a lot of places if you have 2 kids, let alone having 3. Other families, 5 kids in family members, 5 kids, 6 kids, 8 kids. again, that was normal. So nowadays, what is considered a large family? And, there were many reasons in the past for having as many kids. One of them, infant mortality rates were a lot higher, for one thing. And being a agriculture-based society at one point, you needed the kids to help run the farm. So obviously that has changed. That's evolved over time. But then again, this country, we do have, some people would say we have a population problem, that couples are not having kids anymore, or are not having kids like we used to. And as a result, you see this with Social Security. We don't have, we've got more people retiring than we do joining the workforce to fund Social Security. So, the rate of population growth in this country has slowed. So that brings me around to, what is a large family now? How many kids constitutes having a large family? So, like I said, when my wife and I, we had 4. That was back in the 1990s, early 2000s. That was considered a large family. Is that still the norm? Is 4 a large family now? Or am I just, I don't know, out of my mind, and 4 is still relatively small, and we don't get to talk about a large family until it's double that size? I don't know. I'm asking you. So how many, when you were growing up, how many were in your family? How many brothers and sisters were there? And if you were in a smaller family, if it was just you and a sibling, were you envious of your friends that were in a large family? And then vice versa. If you were in a large family, were you envious of those that just had 2 or 3 kids? It never really, for me, growing up, it was just my sister and myself. So I was never really envious of anybody having, I really didn't know anybody well enough that I hung out with that had, more than 4. I think my best friend had the most. He had there was 4 of them. That was but maybe that was the norm back in the 60s and 70s. I don't know. I'm asking you now. So give me a buzz. Let me know. What do you think nowadays makes up a large family? 724-438-4593. By the way, did you get any rain this weekend? I was, quite frankly, because of the family funeral, it was Saturday afternoon, I'm sorry, way down in Virginia. So we were on the road around 6 a.m., and we weren't here Saturday. And then we spent yesterday in Annapolis. So weren't here. Now, I'll tell you this. It rained like I have not seen it rain for quite some time down in Annapolis for about 40 minutes. If you've ever been to Annapolis, and if you haven't, I recommend it. You go. It's just full of history. It's a great little town. Naval Academy is there, and you can get on the grounds of the Naval Academy with your real ID. So if you get the opportunity, go to Annapolis. You won't be disappointed. Great food, great shopping. Anyway, if you have been to Annapolis, down by the water's edge, they are prone to flooding. And that took place yesterday. And this is, and I wonder how much of the flooding took place because of the narrow-minded thinking of city leaders. Struck up a conversation with a local down there, and we were down by the city docks there, at what's called Ego Alley, and he mentioned how there were complaints of how, because of the drainage system, dirt and maybe litter was getting sucked off into the drains that then emptied into the Chesapeake Bay or the surrounding water there of Annapolis. It was runoff. But the runoff would take, dirt from plantings with it. And unfortunately, litter. I mean, it's a very clean town, but you still have litter here and there. And so the city fathers, to combat that problem that was mentioned by a few, they pulled the drains up. Okay, you're going to love this. They pulled the drains up and put down heavy felt and put the drains back over. So essentially, they blocked the water from draining. So they blocked the drains. Okay, they solved the problem of dirt draining into the bay. They solved the problem of litter draining into the bay. But now the parking lot was flooded. Cars got flooded. Seriously, in 40 minutes, that's how much rain fell. So much rain fell, and the parking lots are flooded that it went up over the door jambs. Now, were any cars ruined? I honestly don't know. And within 2 hours of the rain having stopped, the parking lot was pretty much water-free. But so how it drained off, I don't know. But it was just it was just a little comical seeing those drains covered over like that. Okay. 724-438-4593. What else can we chat about today? I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. We're, believe it or not, some colleges are starting up. And it's not classes. It's the sporting teams. The fall sports are starting up. So which means you're going to see high school sports starting up here again in a couple more weeks. So, you see that, and the summer is on the downward trend. As much as you hate it, but it is out there. 724-438-4593. One line's open. Means we have a call on the other one. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, Russ.
Yes, sir, Mark.
Hey, fun in the sun.
Yes, indeed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Got my yard cut, half the neighbors.
Okay.
Come in, just get, take a little cool off and have myself stay hydrated.
Oh, yeah. Well, drinking water's a good thing.
I think I'll have something a little bit more thicker than that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey, we always hear this saying about elections have consequences, right?
Right.
All right. It seems like the consequences of Donald Trump being elected president seem to be pretty good. This country's not being invaded anymore.
Right.
Okay, what we got to deal with Mexico and Canada, didn't we, on the tariffs? Do you recall?
I think there's still work to be done with both of those countries. I don't think we have a full deal in place yet.
Okay. Well, what about that? We just got one with China, or not China, but Japan, right?
Japan, a big one with Japan. The Philippines, I believe, as well. Indonesia, the EU. So yes.
Yeah. The EU says they're going to sign. I guess pretty soon. We got one with England.
Yep.
England's a big trading partner of ours.
Absolutely.
And of course we're still working on China. Yeah, they say elections have consequences. As far as I'm concerned, the consequences are looking pretty good.
Yeah.
We got all these trade deals, you know.
Yeah. I just saw Bill Maher, who I like. Bill Maher. You know, he's on the liberal side, but he's also he doesn't sugarcoat things. And where I'm going on this, he just admitted he was wrong on the whole thing with the tariffs. He says, I would have thought by July 4th our economy is going to be in the tank. It might be tomorrow, but right now it's not, and I was wrong.
Yeah. Well, we got a deal. The Mon Valley got a deal with Nippon Steel.
Yep.
$13 billion.
Right.
We got $16 billion for that power plant and AI up there in Homer City.
Yep. $90 billion in investments in the state of Pennsylvania.
That sounds like 3 steel industries then.
Yeah.
All that money being invested.
And let's not forget all the other investments that are going to be taking place, not just in Pennsylvania, but across the country.
Yeah.
You know, new auto manufacturing, and who was it? Is it GE that said they were bringing appliance manufacturing back here, and just all these other investments that are taking place? Absolutely.
Hey, did I hear something about was it June? The Treasury took in more than it's spent. Did you hear something that they was in the black for June? I thought I heard some report about it.
You know, I don't recall hearing that specifically, but I think I might have heard something. There's a little something kicking around in the back of my head that says that you might be right on that.
Okay.
So I can't comment specifically on that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
And for all the dog lovers in America, he's keeping Fido safe from the Haitians.
Yes. 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 Indeed.
Okay, Russ, that's all you got for today.
All right, Mark. I appreciate it.
I'm going to have that beer now.
Oh, you enjoy it. You have a good one. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 724-438-4593. So, yeah, we've got, Mark's absolutely right. The accomplishments that have taken place in the first 6 months of President Trump's second term are just I don't know if any other administration seriously can claim the amount of success. He said, and let's add on there NATO nations upping their finally agreeing to upping their contribution to their military preparedness. The conflicts around the world that have, if not ended, certainly abated. Yes, we're still looking at Ukraine. And the president is still working on that. But, India, Pakistan, Africa, just the accomplishments of this administration so far. So, your comments on that. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hi, Russ. Mark from Collinsville here.
Hey, Mark.
I was listening to some speeches by presidents. I ran across Ronald Reagan expressing that the Democratic way of life growing up years ago with kids and families and was a great thing at one time. But he said things have changed. Now the Democrats are for the ideas of themselves and for themselves only to benefit, and therefore they're left-winged and they're very upset because pretty much I said it already, but like I was like pretty amazing. It goes back to what you were just talking about, the accomplishments. And that's just about it to sum it all up there. I feel that he's right on track for doing what a Republican should do. He may have tried too many avenues at one time after his initial month or so, or a couple months, but like it shows that his brain just never stops in avenues that can benefit Americans and the rest of the world as far as and President Reagan made another speech that kind of doesn't, in a way, yes, in a way, no, about this whole country was founded on foreigners coming in and becoming American citizens. And that's the growth that we fertilize and has been happening for the United States to become great, is for all the influx of all the different nationalities, and back in what year we came over on ships and stuff. So here now, and you think about like, okay, you can't really apply that same theory to these people that illegal aliens. Those people back then, they came into New York and they signed in and became authentically. They didn't have records. They did, and like there could be people expressing, "Oh, shouldn't deport them." But you know what? If they want to try over and go back there and establish what they need to do to come in legally, I think that's the way it should be done.
Yeah. I mean, before we got our current immigration laws, yes, immigrants come into this country, they went through Ellis Island. There was a series of checks, health checks and other things they had to do. There was a similar facility on the West Coast. I don't remember that name offhand, but same thing. And I've said this before, my wife's grandfather, he made the journey twice to come here. He came here with his wife. She passed away. He went back to the old country, got a new wife, and came back again. All 3 voyages in, cargo department of the ship, because he couldn't afford, a stateroom. So, and both times coming back, he had to go through Ellis Island. So, hey, Mark, I got to run. I got to get some commercial breaks in, but thanks for your call.
Okay, have a nice day, sir.
Hey, this is What's on Your Mind. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593.
Fayette County Fair, incredible fun for everyone. Cows and pigs to rides and games, motocross and monster trucks to see.
Come join WMBS at the 2025 Fayette County Fair. Wednesday, July 30th is WMBS Day and Senior Citizens Day at the fair. Admission is free for those 62 and older until 2 p.m., and WMBS will be on hand broadcasting live starting at 10 a.m. with a prize wheel and giveaways throughout the day. Our coverage of the Fayette County Fair is being brought to you in part by Magisterial District Judge Daniel Shimshak, Fulham's Full Service, Caring Mission Home Care, South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, and Armstrong. We hope to see you at the fair, and don't forget WMBS Day on Wednesday, July 30th.
Shows and food, it's a big to-do. Bring the family, bring a crew. Fayette County Fair, incredible fun for everyone.
Bright Stripe, Fayette County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Blooming into a sun-filled season, Our Lady's Accessory Shop is blossoming with something for everyone, including yourself. Strap, located at 34 South Street in downtown Uniontown. Our handbags are drenched in sun-kissed colors, fun fashion jewelry, and summer and beach-inspired styles. Our beauty bar is overflowing with Strap's signature lip gloss and Palladio brand makeup and products. And all new at Strap, our Starstruck candle collection is now in stock, and they are out of this world. We have the latest in Wrangler bags, sunflower print totes, and mini bags, the cutest summer footwear, including sandals and flip-flops, free gift wrapping, and pretty packaging. Gift certificates available. Strap, 34 South Street in downtown Uniontown, 724-557-6184. You're sure to adore us, and you'll love our prices.
It's a day that ends in Y, so it's a day that you might decide you don't want to cook. That means it's the perfect day to order Fat Angelo's. Offering delicious pizzas, salads, hoagies, strombolis and calzones, wings, and more. And with 12 locations across the area ready to serve you, today is the day to visit FatAngelosPizza.com, where you can quickly and conveniently find your local shop and place your order online. Or get the local phone number and give them a call. Order up!
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. That's Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. Hello, thanks for holding and welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Well, this is Betty. I wanted to know if you knew if Maryland on Main Street's still open.
I do believe they have closed.
When?
Boy, it's, when did I first notice? I mean, I never heard officially about it until just a couple days ago, but I think I'd first noticed that something might not be there, probably close to 2 months ago.
Well, because we went down there, we was going to go down there with the family, and the windows is all dirty, the tables is out of where they were outside, so... And I haven't heard anything about it. I tried to find out. But
Yep, and their location in Morgantown, the name has changed, and it's a whole new restaurant down in Morgantown.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
You're quite... Now, I do understand, though, Maryland's now is operating a food truck. And so they're going to be at the Uniontown Italian Heritage Festival.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so
All
they'll
right,
be down there then.
lot.
All righty? Thanks,
bye.
Betty. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
So, yeah, Maryland's, they've, the restaurant has closed up. I don't remember when that took. As I told Betty, I noticed something that was not right a couple months ago.
So, and it was not until recently that I had heard that, yes, they had closed, unfortunately. So it was always a nice, hopefully somebody else will pick it up and say, you know what, we're going to go in, we're going to open up our own restaurant and go from there. So we can hope, right? 724-438-4593. We are quickly running out of time here in hour one of What's on Your Mind, but we could do a quick little comment if you want. If not, don't worry. We're going to have hour two as well. So give me a buzz next hour when we will probably have some more time. Hey, just program note here for you. Just a reminder, Pirates are in San Francisco tonight as they continue the 2025 Major League Baseball season. 9:20 is pregame with first pitch at 9:45. So that's here on WMBS tonight as the Pirates start a West Coast swing. Well, that does it for this hour. CBS News is next. They're going to bring you news from around the world, around the country, and then TJ with the local news, sports, and weather. This is WMBS Uniontown, 2 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. In Scotland today, meeting with Britain's Prime Minister, President Trump indicated he wants more done to alleviate the suffering of Palestinians in Gaza.
This is a desperate situation.
I told Israel, I told Bibi that you're going to have to now maybe do it a different way.
Israel paused its military operations for 10 hours to allow some aid in. CBS's Elizabeth Palmer is in Tel Aviv.
Today, more aid trucks are on the move as international agencies gear up to feed the hungry and, by now, the desperate. There have been airdrops, too. Yesterday, Israel, Jordan, and the UAE all parachuted pallets of aid into the ruins of Gaza. It sure makes for dramatic pictures, but it's expensive and it's actually not very efficient. The bulk of the aid will have to come in by truck. Each one can carry between 4 and 10 times as much as a parachute.
President Trump also today signaled his frustration over the continuing war in Ukraine, as Natalie Brand reports.
On Ukraine, President Trump told reporters he will likely reduce the 50-day deadline he gave Russian President Vladimir Putin for a ceasefire deal, threatening tougher new sanctions.
I'm going to make a new deadline of about 10 or 12 days from today. There's no reason in waiting.
A judge has blocked the administration's efforts to defund Planned Parenthood. Christopher Cruz has that.
The judge granted the organization, the nation's largest abortion provider, a permanent injunction. It blocks the federal government from cutting Medicaid payments to Planned Parenthood clinics for non-abortion-related care.
Michigan authorities say a man accused of carrying out a knife attack at a Walmart store will face terrorism charges. Several people were stabbed before others, including one armed with a pistol, confronted the suspect in the parking lot. Lana Zach has that.
Grand Traverse County Sheriff Michael Shea told us he was impressed by the people who intervened before law enforcement even arrived.
They were actually utilizing numbers and their available resources to get this individual in a position where he couldn't get away.
It's so hot, records are being broken in parts of Florida today and in New Orleans.
Honestly, I feel like as a child, the heat is not the same as it is now. It feels like it's on a completely different level.
The heat stretches from the south all the way to Iowa. Lawyers are seeking a temporary restraining order against the Immigration Detention Center in the Florida Everglades and say the detainees are being barred from meeting attorneys. They also say many are being held without any charges. On Wall Street, stocks are mixed. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You may have noticed a new internet company knocking at your door with claims like, "I'm not here to sell you anything," or "I wouldn't lie to you." The truth is, Armstrong has played an important role in your community for decades, and we're not going anywhere. That new internet provider will probably change their name, get bought out by another company, or fold completely. Armstrong. The internet you count on, the people you trust. Visit ArmstrongOneWire.com today or anytime in the future.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or,
hi, come on in. How are you feeling?
when you see doctors Paul Hartley and Mary Beth Riley, plus nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckart, and Stacy Morris, you get one-on-one personal professional health care serving the area for over 3 decades. If you're looking for a primary care doctor, call Doctors Hartley and Riley at 724-437-1109 or online at ppcp.org. Or
serving number 3,944.
Calendar may say July, but back-to-school shopping is upon us.
In the South and West, today marks the start of back-to-school shopping, says retail analytics firm Sensormatic Solutions. Next week, it's the Midwest, while the Northeast does not start until August 18th. And, says Sensormatic's Grant Gustafson,
I think it's going to be really important for retailers to keep in mind that product availability is going to be particularly important for shoppers this year. The majority of respondents from our consumer sentiment survey plan to shop in store, with 70% of respondents citing that they plan to use in-store shopping this year.
Matt Piper, CBS News.
Police in Arkansas are searching for a suspect in the deaths of a couple investigators say were attacked on a trail with their 2 young kids. They were found dead at Devil's Den State Park Saturday. Their daughters were not hurt. The suspect was a white male in fingerless gloves and driving a vehicle that police say was covered with the plate. I'm Cammie McCormick, CBS News.
Now the local, district, and statewide news. Being brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant Dieter. Keeping you warm and cozy in winter and cool and comfortable in summer with a quality Bryant gas furnace or air conditioning system. And now the news.
Good afternoon. It's 2:05. It's sunny and 83 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Injured, call today for your free consultation, 724-437-2799. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano. Sports and weather will follow the news. Some neighbors in Washington County, South Franklin Township are cleaning up following flash flooding over the weekend. Some areas along a creek near Jolly School Road saw water rise rapidly during storms on Saturday night. Floods knocked down a utility pole, cutting off power to a farm in the area, and several backyard gardens were washed away. Some homes also had water get inside. Gas prices across Pennsylvania are lower this week than they were last week. That's according to AAA, which says the average cost per gallon is down by about 3 cents compared to last week, currently at $3.19 a gallon. Prices across the state still remain higher than the national average, which is currently at $3.14 a gallon. Scam text messages about unpaid toll fees have been surging this year. The Federal Trade Commission says scammers are now taking things further by pretending to be the Department of Motor Vehicles. Instead of messages about unpaid tolls, scammers are sending texts claiming that you owe money for an overdue traffic ticket. The messages often sound alarming, threatening that if you don't click a link to pay immediately, you'll be reported to a DMV violation database. They also threaten service fees, license suspension, prosecution, and damage to your credit score. The FTC says that these messages are fake, designed to steal your money and personal information. If you receive one, delete it and use your phone's report junk option. You can also forward the message to 7726, that's spam. Both options alert your phone provider to help block future unwanted texts. Today is a great day for a sweet treat. Here's Bree Tennis with more on National Milk Chocolate Day.
Americans eat nearly 3 billion pounds of milk chocolate every year. That's roughly 11 pounds per person. It's milky by design with a kick of caffeine. Research shows just the smell can trigger relaxation, but eating it boosts your mood. And it's good for you, sort of. Milk chocolate contains calcium, vitamin D, and protein, but also a lot of sugar. I'm Bree Tennis.
WMBS time is 2:08. Sports and weather are next.
439-2323. For 24-hour emergency service, call us when you need. We're Fayette's Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
When it's sweltering outside, you'll be cool inside with central air conditioning from Bryant, the people that know cool. And it's easy to have a central air conditioning system installed in your home. Simply call on your Bryant dealer, Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, located near the Laurel Mall on Route 119 north of Uniontown. The phone number is 439-2323. Let Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning rescue you from the sticky, humid summer weather. Remember that number for Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, 439-2323.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323.
In sports, Pirates will start a 6-game road trip tonight as they visit the San Francisco Giants. Mitch Keller will be on the mound for the Bucks, who are 44-62, and they've won 2 in a row. And we'll have the game on WMBS. The pregame will be 9:20 with the first pitch at 9:45. Off day for the Steelers today at training camp at St. Vincent College in Latrobe. They'll be back on the practice field tomorrow afternoon at 1:55. First day for pads tomorrow as well. It is free and open to the public, but you have to have a mobile ticket to attend.
The local, district, and statewide news has been brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall. Phone 439-2323.
The Weather Watch is being brought to you by State Farm agent Nathan Ferguson. Call Nate at 724-438-7611 for life, home, car insurance, and more. Get a free quote now.
Mostly sunny the rest of the afternoon, 90 for the high, partly cloudy and 70 tonight, and partly cloudy and 90 again tomorrow. Right now, sunny 83, but it feels like 94 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. 2:10 is our time on this Monday afternoon. I'm TJ DeStefano. And up next, we have hour 2 of What's on Your Mind with Russ Rhodes here on WMBS.
The Weather Watch has been brought to you by State Farm agent Nathan Ferguson. Nate is there for you. Call 724-438-7611 for life, home, car insurance, and more.
Nagy Service Stations, Nagy Gas and Oil, Nagy Propane, and Beer Necessity, located on the mountain by Fort Necessity, extends their best wishes to the Fayette County Fair Board, 4-H clubs, and the numerous volunteers for another successful fair and 4-H auction. A locally owned family company, Nagy Gas and Oil, has been serving the area since 1942, and they invite you to check out any of their locations throughout the county. For more information, call Nagy Gas and Oil at 724-437-7241.
Your voice matters. Make a difference this November by casting your vote. Visit vote411.org to check your voter registration status and to learn more about the candidates, the issues, and the location and hours of your polling place. Voting is your chance to shape our community's future. Empower yourself with knowledge and take part in democracy. You can also visit the Pennsylvania League of Women Voters at palwv.org to learn more. Every election, every vote counts. Make sure yours does.
Are you looking for personalized healthcare you can trust? At Montgomery Medical, they're accepting new patients.
Hi, I'm Dr. Betty Thomas. Having a primary care provider means better overall health, from preventative care to managing chronic conditions. We're here to support you every step of the way.
That's right. Hi, I'm Jenna Lutzka, a physician assistant. Plus, we have same-day appointments and walk-in same-day care available too. We're here for you.
Join the Montgomery Medical family today by calling 724-569-8100 to schedule your appointment. A family tradition of family medicine.
Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling are the ones to call when you need a dumpster. Red Rooster offers fast, friendly service and provides medium-sized dumpsters that will fit your needs, whether it's a general remodeling project, emptying a house, or doing a summer or fall cleanout. Just call Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling at 724-569-0337 for rates and availability. Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling in Smithfield also offers a 5% military discount. Call 724-569-0337 and look for the Red Rooster.
Go to Ford Uniontown and trade me in.
John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President Award-winning Ford Uniontown.
Hey John, Ford is running some great incentives right now. Listen to this, 2025 F-150, XLT, Crew Cab, how about 0% for 48 months? And you can do a rate and rebate combination of, get this, up to $9,000 off MSRP and these great rates. 3.9 for 60, 4.9 for 72 and only 5.9 for 84 months. That's a deal.
Dang, Dom, that's a deal. Okay, check this out. Let's talk about SUVs. 2025 Ford Escape Active. Let's take up to $5,000 off MSRP. Or Ford's offering 0% financing for 48 months.
Now, John, you know we're going to talk about our pre-owned. We have 60 and ready to roll. Most are certified with factory warranty, and we have fresh trades arriving daily.
Just a reminder, we offer mobile service and online maintenance appointments and are very popular pickup and delivery service. Your car knows, shouldn't you? That's Ford of Uniontown on the hill across from Applebee's, or check us out at FordofUniontown.com.
Having Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller fill your prescriptions, offer free prescription delivery, mail-out service, and gladly answer your healthcare questions. Flu shots, the new Moderna COVID boosters, plus Shingrix shots with your doctor's prescription are also available at Hicksonbaugh's. Call 724-437-2828. Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
Concerned about your heart health? At WVU Medicine, we believe your heart deserves world-class care, close to home and always within reach. Our non-invasive cardiology team uses advanced tests like stress tests and cardiac MRI to diagnose and monitor heart conditions without surgery. Call 877-WVU, the number 4HRT, or visit wvumedicine.org/heart.
Your local station, WMVS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. It's hour 2, more open conversation. And I'm your host, Russ Rhodes, 724-438-4593. That is the number to dial into, and both lines are currently open. So looking forward to chatting with you. What's on Your Mind is brought to you by Bright Stripe, seal coating and line striping, Red Rooster, dumpster and hauling, Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, K2 Engineering, and Tireman's Auto Garage. All righty, just to kind of recap my talking points. And again, it was my topics. If there's something else you want to chat about, by all means, you're welcome to call in with those thoughts as well. 724-438-4593. So, President Trump earlier today announced a trade deal with the European Union, which consists of 27 countries. The U.S. negotiated a 15% tariff on everything coming into this country, including European automobiles. In exchange, they're going to be they're opening up their market to U.S. product, make it easier to get more of U.S. product in Europe. Europe is pledged to buy $150 billion of U.S. energy, so gas, oil, propane, that type of thing, plus another $600 billion in other investments. The Federal Reserve is to meet later this week as they discuss what to do with interest rates. Do they keep them the same? Do they lower them? President Trump, for months, has been badgering the Fed to lower interest rates, saying that it will really ignite the economy in this country if they were to do so. The president also announced that a deal with China, a trade deal with China, is moving along nicely, and maybe, he says, any day now, an agreement. But with that in mind, apparently there's also talk of extending the deadline for massive tariffs from August 12th to an additional 90 days. Also with threatened dates, if you will. A couple weeks ago, the president threatened Vladimir Putin, gave him 50 days to come to the table and reach a peace deal with Ukraine. Otherwise, sanctions, economic sanctions, were going to start taking effect. Well, the president, he says, I'm not waiting. He says President Putin's not doing anything. He's not moving in the direction of peace. So I'm giving him another 10 to 12 days. These sanctions, and not so much sanctions as pressuring other countries to pressure Russia. So in other words, if India, say, or China continue to buy oil from Russia, and it's, according to reports, it's the oil sales which is allowing Putin to continue his war, that they continue to buy oil from Russia, well, President Trump's going to hit them with a 500% tariff. So you're going to do business with Russia, we're going to hit you with a 500% tariff. So we'll see how that works out. Back in April of 2024, California instituted a $20 an hour minimum wage for those in the fast food industry. Well, a study that just came out says they lost over 18,000 jobs since that took place, or 3.2% of the fast food workforce. Others looking at this study are now taking aim at a new proposed minimum wage of $30 an hour for airport and hotel workers. This one is to take effect in 2028. The San Francisco Chronicle, in an op-ed piece, is telling Los Angeles that they should cancel the 2028 Olympics because, well, they'd have to work with the lawless U.S. regime and rights of violating security apparatus because, well, you know, FBI would be in town now and the National Guard and customs bureau, customs agents. So, you know, they don't want that in California. So LA ought to just cancel altogether. And then Seattle, Washington, they don't like the Navy Blue Angels. So there's a push to have the Blue Angels excluded from this year's Seattle Air Show. Meanwhile, a separate woman is suing the Blue Angels because their constant flyovers last year at the air show caused distress and concern to her dying kitty cat. So there's that. Fayette County Fair's going on. So if you haven't made it to the fair, well, why don't you circle Wednesday and come on out? That's when I'll be out there bringing what's on your mind to you from the Fayette County Fair. Nick and Brian and I are going to be out there. So looking forward to meeting you out there. Come on out to the Fayette County Fair. It's also Steeler football training camp. They're off today. Back at it tomorrow with pads as they start hitting each other. Pirates start a road trip out on the West Coast tonight when they take on the San Francisco Giants. 9:20 is pregame here on WMBS, and first pitch is at 9:45. So tune in and hear about the Pirates firsthand. And then I had brought up a question. What is considered a large family? You know, at one point in time, 4, which my wife and I had, was a large family. Prior to that, you didn't get a large family until you had like 8. So what is considered a large family now? So many young couples are opting not to have children, or if they do, they're having 1, maybe 2. In very rare circumstances, is there 3 children in the family. So what is considered a large family these days? Did you grow up in a large family? And if you did, were you kind of envious of those friends that were in a smaller family, and vice versa? So, let me know. I had mentioned young people not having their own children, and a lot of people are pointing to those decisions, which, their thought process behind not having kids, okay, they're valid. I'm not going to take anything away from that. But there are those who say, it's those decisions on not having kids that has the cause for Social Security being in distress like it is. In other words, more people are going on Social Security today than people are joining the workforce, thus keeping that supply of Social Security money going. So the population in the United States is kind of stabilized and is not growing at a rate that is needed to sustain everything. So we can chat about that if you wish. It is a gorgeous day outside. You heard TJ with the local news saying it's 83 out there, but it feels like it's 94, I think is what he said. I don't know. It's a gorgeous day. I don't feel the heat as much as I have earlier this summer. I just think it's a fantastic day, and I hope you're able to get out and enjoy and get some of that vitamin D that we all need so much of. All right, 724-438-4593. Both lines are open. There is no waiting, so give me a buzz. We can chat about the economy as well. You heard Mark in the first hour. He likes the way things are going. The tariffs, the trade deals that have been made, the investments that are coming into the country. So do you agree with Mark on all of that? Or do you have another take on the whole situation? Is this what's going on? The trade, the investments, the economy, immigration, is this what Americans voted for last November? So give me a buzz. 724-438-4593. As I said, both lines are open. No waiting. I'm going to take a quick little break. That'll give you time to dial those 10 digits, and we'll do some more chatting right after this.
Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Sleep well tonight. Try out a new mattress from Route 21 Furniture with a large selection of mattresses, all sizes and comfort levels, with great prices, free local delivery and setup, and financing options. Route 21 Furniture. Open weekdays 9 to 5, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday noon to 4. 724-737-2222 or Route21Furniture.com.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Look, and you'll see there's a whole new Ford for you and me.
It's the summer sales event, now until September 2nd at Thurby's Riverside Ford. Listen up. All new Escape, Explorer, Bronco Sport, Bronco, and F-150 come with 0% financing for 48 months. Now that's a summer sales event deal.
The all-new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT Crew Cab Hybrid 4x4s come with $3,000 in factory rebates, plus 3.9% for 60 months, plus a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan.
Check out these low payments, just $399 per month to lease a new 2025 Ford Escape or Bronco Sport Big Bend with 0 down payments and get a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan.
Ford Motor Credit financing required. 3-year lease is based on 10.5 miles per year. Tax and tags extra. Offer ends September 2nd, but hurry. Thurby's Riverside Ford, your 26-time President's Award-winning dealer.
Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new hours. Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday 7 to 2. Come on into Casey's and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. They can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126. Casey's, the best in Fayette County.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility combined with our personalized approach is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges.
Your local station, WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. Both lines are still open and no waiting. All right, I mentioned earlier, Pirates take on the San Francisco Giants tonight, 9:20 pregame, 9:45 first pitch. Also, Fayette County Fair's going on. We'll be out there Wednesday bringing you what's on your mind from the Fayette County Fair. It is also WMBS Day at the Fair and Senior Citizens Day, so join us. Looking forward to seeing you out there and chatting with you. So I believe it's Brian, Nick, and myself will be out there. TJ might be out there too. So TJ and I can pick on each other on air. We'll just, he's hoping that I fall off a chair again. I told him I'd have to make sure it wasn't hooked up to a electrical cord or something that he'd probably do. And then he thanked me for the great idea. So, so no, looking forward to the fair. And I do hope you join us. And if you haven't made it out there yet, come on out. It goes through Friday. So, yeah, come out and join us at the fair. Okay, what else you want to chat about? So All right. I mentioned the San Francisco Chronicle op-ed concerning the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. I just it just never ceases to amaze how people they're willing to throw out the baby with the bathwater is what this boils down to. Forget the fact that the Summer Olympics will bring millions of, if not millions, maybe even billions, I don't know, dollars of revenue into the Los Angeles area, into Southern California, with tourists and visitors and the athletes coming to the Summer Olympics. Forget all of that. No. We need to cancel it because, well, the feds are going to be involved. I hate to say it, but in this day and age, it's events like the Olympics that are targets. For people that wish to do harm. Whether it's just they want to do hard, they're making a statement of some kind, I don't know. They've got a political agenda. Whatever the reason may be. And to think that the LAPD and the LAPD alone would able to secure the safety of the Olympics is ludicrous. Now, on the one hand, I can see San Francisco's point, but maybe they're thinking about themselves. That, San Francisco is just so crime-ridden and filthy anymore that maybe, you don't want people to see that. LA has its problems, but we're 3 years away. Hopefully they get their act together. And when all these tourists do come, LA is going to be able to put their best foot forward and really show the world who LA can be. But I think it's just laughable that the San Francisco Chronicle would go in the direction they did concerning all this. Again, throwing the bath out with the bathwater. They're throwing the baby out with the bathwater. It just baffles. It truly does. And then we'll travel up to Seattle now. We'll travel up to Seattle, where groups are petitioning to have the Blue Angels go away, to not perform, to not be part of the Seattle Air Show, which they have for years been there. Okay, if they want to, fine. I don't understand. I've never seen the Blue Angels in person. I've seen is movies, video of it. But it amazes me, absolutely amazes me, the talent of those pilots to do what they do, where they're flying literally inches apart from each other. And just one small twitch of the hand sending your aircraft in a direction you don't want it to go, and all of a sudden you've got a disaster. But the talent, to me, would just be fascinating to see in person. I don't understand the mentality of some people. I really don't. 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, Russ.
Yes.
This is Stan, the Common Sense Democrat.
Hey, Stan, how you doing?
Oh, warm, but it's okay. Hey, I want to bring up a subject.
Sure.
At Uniontown School District.
Okay.
I just got my tax bill today, and everything's a secret. I didn't realize they were going to raise the millage, but I found out they did. But at the same token, they're going to sell one of our schools.
I thought they were holding the line.
No, it went up.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
joy. Okay.
Yeah, I just went to the tax collector, and I paid mine. Of course, you got to pay it in sooner or later. But
yeah.
Well, she told me. I knew it'd be. As soon as I seen my bill, it went up.
Yeah. How much should it go up?
I figured like 0.94.
Okay.
I guess that'd be of a mill.
Probably 0.94 mil. Yeah.
Yeah, mine went up like $60, $70 or something like that.
Nice. Thank you so much, Uniontown School District.
Yeah, you know what? They said it was on Facebook, but you know what? That's a problem with this country. You got to be on Facebook to find everything out.
Yeah, and unfortunately, there's also legislation pending. I don't think it's been fully introduced yet in Harrisburg, where school districts and cities and boroughs will no longer have to put notifications in the newspaper, that they can rely just on the internet. So
yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you know what? There was nothing on the news, nothing in the news. Of course, we don't have a newspaper. I don't call it a newspaper.
Yeah,
but,
no.
I need to thank them school directors for doing what they did to me.
Very much
for everybody else.
Yeah, thank you.
But I just had to get that off my chest.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, Stan. Yeah, well, we have school board elections in November, right?
Yeah, maybe someone's listening.
Yeah, I'd like to hear, because, I thought I had heard that they weren't going to raise taxes, that they were able to hold the line on taxes this year.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
Yeah, but didn't they say they were originally?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything from them.
Okay. All right. I thought I had heard something that they were holding the line on taxes. Okay, nice.
So, yeah, I'll probably see you Wednesday.
All right. Well, we'll be there, so looking forward to seeing you, Stan.
Okay. Have a good one, buddy.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So Stan said he got his Uniontown School District tax bill, and it went up. So if you have seen the same thing in your mailbox, let me know. Now, again, I thought maybe I'm wrong, and obviously I was, but I thought I had seen something that they were holding the line on. I never saw anything about a tax increase. So if you are more in the know about that than I, please give us a call and fill us in on that. And by the way, if you're in another school district, let us know about that as well, whether you're in Laurel Highlands or Fraser, Albert Gallatin, Connellsville, whatever it may be. Give us a call. Let us know on that, would you? 724-438-4593. It makes you hear about this, and again, it drives home the fact that we will never, ever, ever, never, ever, never own our homes. If a government entity, such as a school district, can take our home because we haven't been able to pay a yet ever again, increasing tax. If we have that threat, we never own. So more and more, Russ Diamond, he's a state representative from Lebanon County area, other side of the state, has introduced legislation that would amend the Pennsylvania Constitution that does away with property tax. It would force the state legislature to come up with a new way to fund our school system in Pennsylvania. Yeah, you and I'd still be paying it, but we wouldn't have the threat of our property being taken from us. He needs more co-sponsors on that bill. I know our local Charity Grimm Krupa has signed on to that. I believe Ryan Warner has as well. But we need all of them signed on this. And it needs to pass on this session and the next one as well before it can go on a ballot measure for us. 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Russell, this is Leanne, and my first thing will be foolishness, okay?
Yeah.
Because everybody knows that the Summer Olympics are a plot by Donald Trump to thwart the Russians. I mean, that's what it is.
Okay.
That's not really what I'm called. A couple people, when I was doing things over the weekend, were appalled at the price to get into the fair and went on and on about it should be free and that's blah, blah, blah. So it would be great if it were made known things like, well, we have to pay for the entertainment and they're not cheap or whatever it is, so that the public would have a greater awareness that the piggies aren't greedy, the cows don't care, that kind of thing. Okay?
Yeah. Well, yeah, tickets is it $20, I believe?
It's 20. And, if you think about it, if you don't go on a special day, that could be pretty, pricey for a family and all that business. But, for example, yesterday was take a church bulletin and get in for free. You get to get in free on Wednesday because you're old. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be facetious, but, if there was like an official explanation out there somewhere, I think that would.
So, that $20, it does get you everything. It gets you into the concert, into the monster trucks and the demolition derby, and get you on the rides.
I will have to say that the rides are long out of my ability to do, and I used to drive a monster truck, but watching them isn't the same.
Not the same? No? Okay.
Yeah, it's not the same. But there used to be two ticket prices, one for a person who just wants to look at the exhibits and maybe have a lemonade or something, and then the one for the people that were interested in all the other things you just mentioned.
Right.
And I was wondering why they did away with that, because like I said, I'm not interested in the rides. There are some shows. Honest goodness, I don't think I would have the stamina to stay there till the show's over. That kind of thing. And it was very helpful for the persons that just want to enjoy the livestock and the displays and the exhibits in the buildings. So. And that's all I have for us.
Yeah, so there are opportunities. There's take canned food and get in. Day. So
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm not sure which day that is. But you take some canned food to the fair, and again, so it's like, as you said, being old.
Being old. Yeah. Hey, and I'll tell you, my husband and I love to go through the exhibits because you always hear about the legendary pawpaw, and so I always thought it was just a legend, but there were pawpaws there, and it was like, that's what they look like.
Okay.
And hey, Russell, you haven't lived till you've seen canned lard, baby.
I guess that's different from saving your bacon grease from Saturday morning.
Oh my gosh! We were discussing that too. Everybody had a bacon grease jar or can or something somewhere. I was like, are you kidding? I said, you never had joy like frying an egg in bacon grease. No wonder we all have heart trouble.
It's the best.
It's the best.
And,
Well,
and if you got enough bacon grease there, you spoon it over the egg and kind of baste it then as well.
Holy crap! I know. I didn't quite go that far, Russell. No, when was your first heart attack, honey? When was your first heart attack? No, everybody did that, and lard kind of went out of fashion as people stopped butchering at home, and that's the truth. But I know ladies that swear it's like they won't make a pie crust unless they have lard, which you can buy, but it's not the same because it doesn't have little bits of egg in them or something.
You have health experts that say, using lard is better than using margarine.
Oh yeah,
or some of these other, is better than vegetable oil or corn oil.
Well, we stopped using using margarine about 10 years ago. I remember. I think I heard a doctor, and he's probably long dead, on WMBS explaining why margarine was so detrimental to your health. And we've been using real butter ever since. And I just naturally leaned to porkiness, but it wasn't because of the butter. It's delicious. It tastes so much better than oleo or whatever you want to call it. That's an old term for the folks out there, oleo, and it is not a yodel from the Alps.
No, it's not. It's not.
No, it's not. But there's something else I was going to. Oh, what's making a comeback is tallow, beef tallow. Cooking in that. And my son, who happened to be in the grocery because he's talking about this, he goes, "What's tallow?" I said, "Well, that's a rendering from beef." He goes, "What did they do with it?" I said, "They cooked with it and they made candles out of it. And if it's a famine, I'm not kidding you, you could eat your candles if you were desperate because it was, And he takes a picture. He goes, "Mother, they're selling it in the grocery store."
Well, I forget which fast food restaurant it is announced that they are going to start cooking their fries in beef tallow again.
Yeah, I forget who it is too, but they used to, and then it's like, hey, it's going to be done, and if you would prefer not to have fries cooked in beef tallow, then go. Every fast food restaurant offers fries, so go there.
Well, I had a friend. He's since passed, but he was highly allergic to peanuts. And he had to be very careful about things whether something was deep fried in peanut oil.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you don't have that problem nearly as much with beef tallow anyway.
Right. I think peanut oil is the preferred oil for if you're going to deep fry your turkey or if you're doing, this will take us back to the 70s. If you're doing fondue that involves meat, I'm pretty sure peanut oil is the preferred oil. And I still can't figure out how everybody got allergic to peanuts because, as we were growing up, I don't know if they're, what am I looking for? If it's some sort of chemical that's sprayed on peanuts now or...
I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But my gosh, everybody ate peanuts when we were growing up. A Snickers bar was to die for, that kind of thing. And I don't remember a soul having an allergy to that. But
well, my friend was so allergic that it used to be he could have plain M&Ms, but then was it Hershey that makes M&Ms? Anyway, whoever makes M&Ms, they changed their process and they use the same chocolate vat for plain as they do peanut M&Ms. And just that cross-contamination made it impossible for him to now have plain M&Ms.
Right, and I think it's Mars makes M&Ms.
Okay.
I forget what I was going to say. Oh, I used to be a teacher, so I had a student who was so allergic to every grain that the poor kid had to have a schedule. You can eat wheat on Monday, you can eat rye on Tuesday, you can eat oats on Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I had another one with celiac disease and couldn't eat gluten.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I want to make Rice Krispies treats," and that student brought that to light. The cereal was processed on the same with the same stuff as things that have gluten in. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
But anyway,
Okay.
Enough about tallow and conspiracies at the Olympics and.
All right. And I got to run.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Hey, man,
Thanks
thanks
for
for your call.
listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, both lines are open. 724-438-4593. You and I together will close out What's on Your Mind right after this.
Discover true agricultural tradition at the 125th Annual Somerset County Fair, August 14th through 23rd in the beautiful Laurel Highlands. Entry is $12, parking is $2. Watch dairy goat, horse, steer, and market animal judging, antique farm machinery displays, tractor pulls and horse pulls, plus our grandstand queen contest. Don't miss our opening ceremony and parade on Sunday at 6:45 p.m. Get the complete schedule at SomersetCountyFairPA.com. See you at the fair.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are the values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township for our families and our future. Paid for by the candidate. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor, part of the Cinder Shack family of vendors, where you can find both antique and new furniture, collectibles, housewares, gift items, including jewelry and candles, and so much more. Follow Zen's Antiques and Home Decor on Facebook for new items and information on upcoming events. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor in Building 2 at 3391 National Pike in Farmington. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor.
I'm Asher from Uniontown Liquidation Outlet. Come shop with me for the lowest prices around. We have Amazon mystery boxes. They are $45 each. The boxes are fun and exciting for all ages. The boxes have anything from electronics, home decor, clothing. No two boxes are the same. They sell out fast, so stop up and grab yourself one and have fun opening. The Uniontown Liquidation Outlet inside the Uniontown Mall. Visit us on Facebook, Uniontown Liquidation Outlet.
Chesler's Fine Furniture is overstocked with reclining sofas and reclining love seats from America's most famous manufacturers, Lazy Boy, Best Home Furnishings, and Catnapper. And right now, they put their best sellers on sale in both fabric and leather. Featured is a 3-piece sectional in fabric for $32.99, or the same model in genuine leather for $33.99. And yes, there are 2 recliners in the sectional. Chesler's has a beautiful reclining sofa in brown for $7.99 and the matching love seat for $7.49. In the Lazy Boy department, select the Morrison model, available in 5 colors for $12.99 and matching love seat for $12.49. If you need a recliner, there are models to match each group. So breathe some excitement back into your family room with Chesler's Fine Furniture's best sellers. Credit terms and delivery are available. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends.
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Main Street Theater Company presents Anything Goes, live on stage at the State Theater Center for the Arts. Anything Goes is delightful, delicious, de-lovely. The age-old tale of boy meets girl with music, dance, laughs, and some of Cole Porter's greatest hits. I Get a Kick Out of You, Friendship, It's De-Lovely, and Anything Goes. August 1st and 2nd at 7 p.m., August 3rd at 2. Tickets are just $20. Buy online at statetheater.info or call the box office at 724-439-1360.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. We've got about a minute and a half left of available conversation time. So give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. Would love to chat with you. I'll be back here tomorrow, though, with some more open conversations, so we get to do this all over again. And I know I'm looking forward to it. And, of course, I'm looking forward to the county fair on Wednesday when we'll be out at the fairgrounds there on 119 in, I guess that's considered Dunbar out there, right? So we'll be out there. Come out and join us at the show. Brian will be there. Nick will be there. I think TJ's out there as well. So you'll get to, stop by and say hi, spin the prize wheel. So the whole thing. Also tonight, as I mentioned a couple times, just a reminder here again, Pirates take on the San Francisco Giants. Pre-game 9:20 p.m. First pitch at 9:45 p.m. This is the first of their West Coast road trip. So a lot of baseball still to be played this year, so don't forget that. I know we tend to forget about Pirate baseball, and, well, I can't say as I blame you with their just wonderful losing ways, but we tend to forget when Steelers training camp opens, which it has, so that continues tomorrow. They're off today. All righty, that does do it for today's version of What's on Your Mind. Coming up next is the CBS News, bringing you news from around the world, around the country. And then TJ's in here with the local news, sports, and weather. This is WMBS Uniontown at the Tone. It's going to be 3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. President Trump in Scotland indicated today his growing frustration over the war in Ukraine. He now says he won't wait 50 days for Vladimir Putin to stop.